Wait. Good. All right, hello everybody. This is my my name's Sephie and I run Call of Duty basically. So this is also my first time doing a live event like this. So if I'm a little rusty in speaking, just let me know and we'll figure that out on the way. But anyways, this is what I run usually. It's a pretty fun one because it was very easy for me to pick up, just because it's just doing the Easter egg basically. But you have to do a lot of different tech in it. But anyways, so here we have Shasta.
Hello, I'm here for the pre-show.
There you go. He's going to be asking me questions to make sure I'm doing things correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is my lovely partner, Nova. He's also here to cheer me on because he usually watches me play it normally.
Hello.
Woo!
Hello, yes, this is my first time at something like this too, so yay.
It'll be all good. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get it kicked off and we'll get it started, right? Time starts when you hear the record click whenever the screen starts coloring up. So yeah, again, my story with this is basically at one point I was watching Fastest First, funnily enough, and decided I was like, hey, that would be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny to do something on. So I started looking for games that I'd be interested in speedrunning, and conveniently enough, this is the game I played most at the time. Yeah, most of this one basically is just remembering everything correct, how to do everything in like a specific order, because that's how you usually get it set up and running in a timely manner, is just getting everything situated. But anyways, this game is also known for taking a long time to load, so if y'all have any announcements or anything ever, just you can tell them whenever.
Right off the bat, we have $10 from Drac saying hype on the French restream. We also have a $5 donation from FBL saying inaccurate Fastest First fact number 2. Fastest First has been holding charity marathons since before the internet existed. First ever marathon was a telethon hosted by Tom Jones and Dolly Parton. It was a very good time. It was a very good time. Highly recommend it. And we have a $5 donation from Anonymous saying, it's DeSainter? Wait a minute, this isn't right.
So why don't you explain what we're doing here exactly? Like, what's the goal of this category?
Basically, the whole goal is to fight the Electric Man at the end of as the boss fight, because that's just how you end it. But currently, what I'm doing right now is just trying to get enough points to move on. So basically the strat that, like, the whole 3 runners that play this. My bad.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fastest Spurs Live at FWA 2025. Good morning to those of you who are joining us in person. And, yeah, this is day 2. Welcome on in. We are raising money for Lost and Found Youth, which is an Atlanta-based organization dedicated to helping homeless LGBTQ+ youth find stability, safety, and a place to call home. To learn more about their mission and programs, please visit www.lnfy.org and donate if you are able by using the command !donate in chat or by visiting fastestspurs.com/donate. We actually have several donations right off the bat. We have a $10 donation from Drac saying hype for the French restream. Hype. We have a $5 donation from FBL saying inaccurate Fastest First fact number 2. Fastest First has been holding charity marathons since before the internet existed. The first ever marathon was a telethon hosted by Tom Jones and Dolly Parton. It was a very good stream. I would highly recommend going and checking that one out when you have the time. Also, we have a $5 donation from Anonymous saying, it's DeSainter. Wait a minute, this isn't right. Thank you very much for your very generous donations, everybody. And coming up very shortly, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies, Alpha Omega Main Quest, No Elixir being run by SephieFox, and that will be soon followed by Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, any % current patch being run by Seriously Surly. The Baldur's Gate run in particular does have an open incentive to name the character. There are a couple of names already suggested. Those include Uwu at $52.90 and Corn Dog at $10. But you can feel free to suggest your own name by donating and putting your money towards that incentive. Thank you again for joining us. We will be starting very shortly. We have once again partnered with Timberwolf Trading to produce a brand new event shirt for our Live at FWA 2025 event. Designed by Rotom, the shirt is available in either black or purple and features our Live at FWA 2025 logo with sizes ranging from small to 5XL and worldwide shipping. A portion of each shirt sale made prior to the end of the marathon will be donated to Lost and Found Youth, so don't wait and order yours now. Use the command !merch in chat for a link to our store page. And for those of you who are with us in person, you can actually see an example of that shirt. I am currently wearing it. So if you like the look of it, then here it is. All right, so now joining us is SephieFox playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies, Alpha Omega Main Quest No Elixir. Take it away, Sephie.
Everybody. Woo! I'm going to go ahead and start and say thank the tech team for getting it fixed. All right, so I'm going to count it down from 3 and then we can continue. All right, 3, 2, 1. All righty. Woo! Yeah, so, wait for this. Basically, all I'm doing right now is collecting points for the run, because one of the main things you need to start off is by getting the Galvanuckles, which cost 6,000 points, but are required to actually start the Easter egg. So, that's where most of the time saving is just hoping that you can get it. That's pretty good.
Love to see it, honestly.
Yeah, one of the reasons I picked this one as well is I'm not sure if any of the other Call of Duty games do it, but in this game, the power-ups are in a set order. You're guaranteed to at least get one of them before they reset and you get one again.
Oh, that is nice, actually. That's not how that usually works, so that's cool.
Yeah, so it makes it better because you're like, oh, you get all of them except for a double points. That means you know that double points is going to be next.
As far as I'm aware, it's just completely random usually, so it's actually really nice that it's like that in this one.
Yeah, that helps with my I don't like randomness thing, which is funny considering I'm playing this game, which is very random. I'm going to see if I can farm for a power-up real quick off this guy, and then I'm going to show off a funny, weird quirk about the game, because this is about the round I do it.
Oh, heck yeah, let's go.
All right, nope, didn't get it. All right, well, anyways, so I'm going to have to move with me. So in this game, they introduced a weird, controversial mechanic called the specialist weapons, which are just like wonder weapons that you can pull out on a charge timer. One of the benefits is if you pull it out like that, the enemies explode. But the thing is they don't actually die, but you get the points for killing them. So what'll happen is they'll respawn again, and you'll be able to kill them twice. Which gives the benefit of obviously just getting more points.
I know one of the things about early game zombies like this is that you want to just ideally keep your starting weapon and just either knife the zombies or just shoot them in the head to get more points.
Yeah, that's why the Strife is used, because the Strife typically can one-shot enemies until round 4, which conveniently it's round 5. I just don't have enough points to go into the next area yet.
How many do you need right now?
I usually leave at about 7,200, so I'm probably getting 2 more kills before running to it.
Okay.
Okay. One of the things that you need to do as well is get like 4 codes, because that's one of the things you also need to start at, which I have to find in one of these areas. It's 0575. Gotcha. I like typing them out just because it makes my life easier.
I'd say I can remember it otherwise.
Here's my first lovely part of randomness in the run. Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's a mystery box right there. It just gives you a random weapon out of all the ones you can possibly get.
Yeah, that's what the world record does usually, because it's one of the easiest ways to get a good weapon. The issue is it's also one of the ways to get a weapon that is a paperweight.
How do you rate this current weapon right now?
Which one did you say? One more time?
How would you rate this current weapon? Like,
4.
A 4 out of 10. Okay.
Sounds about right.
The thing is we do actually have other options. It's just I have to wait a little bit to get them. Just because it takes a while for it to turn on, like, because it's a Gatling gun. So it takes like half a second to spin up.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But again, right now I'm just farming for 6,000 points so I can grab the knuckles, and then we can continue with actual fun stuff.
And fans of the series might also notice that we're currently in Nuketown. Pretty cool. It's in like pretty much every COD at this point, I think, up until this game. Like, just the Black Ops ones, I mean.
It is one of the most iconic maps.
Very iconic for sure.
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily the most popular zombies map. I, again, enjoy it enough to speedrun it, so.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, honestly. Because there's a lot of backup stuff in this that just makes it where, again, my dislike for the random just helps out.
Yeah, right now we have kind of a boss round here. It usually happens every like 5, 6 rounds, I want to say, in a lot of zombies maps.
It's just a free max ammo mostly, but these guys are a little annoying because they can stun you if they get too close.
But it's always nice to see one of those rounds because it means you're going to get ammo in some way.
Like right there. You're going to remind me as well, too. Is there like an Easter egg song in this map?
There is, but I don't particularly know it. I've been...
That's fair.
It's obviously on most zombie maps you can find 3 teddy bears, and they usually play like an assorted song from typically Kevin Sherwood. I think it's still Sherwood on this map.
Nice.
I don't think I've heard this one. This one's a map song.
Yeah, it's probably a map. I just know that one of the other reasons I started playing this is because the soundtrack for this map in particular is very nice because it's a lot of dance music.
Ooh, I do love that.
Once we get into the bunker, you'll get like a nice taste of it because the boss fight's one of my favorite.
You know, if there's one thing that these games do right, it's really good music.
Oh, absolutely. I played a lot of Black Ops 1 and 2 zombies, especially Black Ops 1 back in the day, and like, Lena segment songs in that one, they're so good.
Yeah, Brian Toohey, the composer of most of the tracks in this game, is very good at what he does.
I started off on Black Ops 2, so the maps I played the most was like Origin and like the starting maps and a little bit of the DLC ones.
Yeah, the one with the bus, right?
Yeah, that's the one with the
that's
bus.
a cool one.
This is the one I played the most because it's the one it came with.
Oh, there it is. You get like a nice taste of like the music type in this because we have to do a lockdown real quick, which gives me introduce one of my most hated enemies in a zombies game. The gas crawlers.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like them either.
One of the people already didn't like Nova crawlers, but Treyarch added the gas crawlers to it, which these guys are basically Nova crawlers.
They just crawl on the ground and they're hard to hit.
But these guys also, in Black Ops 4 fashion, can buff enemies to make them faster and hit harder.
Oh no.
But unlike the catalysts, where if you kill a catalyst, it debuffs the zombies, the gas crawlers don't debuff the zombies when they die. So it can't. So if you don't take out the gas crawlers, it can get a little dicey.
It's just a permanent buff to any zombie gets hit by the gas then.
Yeah, basically.
That's wild.
At least they're very easy to kill.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the best things about it. But one of the first pieces of tech that I've found myself in this, but can't seem to get it to work correctly, is you can skip the dialogue. You can completely skip this lockdown segment, but you have to like down yourself at a very specific time, and I've never been able to get it except for like one time.
Oh, I thought it was tied to the max to pick up the max ammo at the right.
It's either that
moment.
or getting downed. It's one of the two.
I could believe it. It might be both at the same time. In all honesty.
Well, usually it's either or really. Again, I'm like one of like 4 people to run this, so. So most of the routing is done by me and like a couple other two other people.
What we're doing right here, what's that machine?
Hold on. Could you turn the game audio down just a little bit real quick? Just a teensy bit. I might have overestimated my abilities.
That's valid. Where's machines that you're in front of right here?
One more time.
What's that machine right there you're just in front of?
So these are the ventilation units. Like in order to actually continue the run, like after you turn the power on and do the lockdown, it sends all the Nova 6 gas into the air, into the surrounding area, and you have to go to these to like ventilate it.
Okay.
And you have to like sit down next to it while a bunch of gas zombies come and chase you down. Which, since I ran out of my Wraith Fires, I have to do a little bit of a detour right here, but it should be fine.
Just keep doing little loops.
Yep, all right, we got a Wraith Fire. We're good. We can continue. Oh, welp. It's all good. Don't worry.
Oh, we gotta take out 4 zombies here. Okay.
And hey, at least it gives you a second after you get up to like
Okay.
hit that.
Honestly, better now than later, because right now I can actually back it up since there's not really much I've done.
True, and you don't lose any perks since there was none that you had none at the moment.
Yeah, doing that's a little tricky because I do it in like a very stupid way because I just kind of throw a Wraith Fire down and pray. Because it's quicker.
Most of the time it works.
Half the time it works every time. All right, we gotta find the last one. Yep, here we go.
I was randomly spawning in this case. Are the locations random for them?
No, they come out of specific areas.
Okay.
But most of the stuff is pretty set, but the order you do them in is always changes. And the numbers that the
Yeah.
4 numbers you get every.
It's usually random in the sense that it's like set location random. Just because it can be in like specific areas, but it's random depending on which one they spawn in.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
again. All right, then I need one more. One of the first skips, quote unquote skips that we're doing is about to come up. Just I gotta get everything, get all of our codes. Here we go.
You basically have to have a mini book at this point just to write down all the numbers to hold on to the Easter egg.
All right, I gotta find the last shield part real quick before I could, because he can't be talking while I do this. Obviously, you just find the computer. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
So, anyways, here's my favorite character in the game. Everyone say hi, Rushmore.
Hi, Rushmore.
Hi, Rushmore.
He's the computer for this. So, 0575. You can skip your character's dialogue by putting in the codes early. But the thing is, whenever Rushmore's talking, you can't put in codes. But the perk with that is even before he's booted up, you can still continue to put in the codes. So it'll just completely skip like the first 2 lines of dialogue, which saves a lot more time than you think. So I'm just like waiting for this to go down.
Unskippable cutscenes. Woo.
Woo.
Yep. There's a lot of those. Have fun. That's why like
Sometimes you gotta go the speed limit of the game.
Yep.
That's why depending on the character too can also affect the run because like some of the characters have more dialogue than the others and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you gotta have a bit of RNG if you with the character at the same time at the beginning as well.
yeah, technically the best character to play in this is Primus Richtofen, which is like the newer Rick version of him. But since this is a showcase, I'm not going for a world record. I use the one that makes me laugh. So
That's valid.
And plus my PB is with this guy, so it's good luck.
Absolutely. Ooh,
All right, hold on. I'm currently just building the zombie shield because it's not necessarily needed. It's just nice insurance.
good safety for sure. I get you.
Always good to have insurance in this.
Usually all my runs die right before the zombie shield is why I'm mentioning it. There we go.
That should help.
And now we have the zombie shield. We should be good.
Nice.
We have time for a couple donations.
Yeah, go for it.
We have a $10 donation from Oasis saying, I see a fursuit head on the couch, and therefore I am donating $10 for someone on the couch to boop the snoot. Yes.
Boop.
Important.
All right, $20.
Excellent boop. Excellent boot. Excellent boop. 10
See,
out
I'm
of
good
10.
at advertising.
We also have a $5 donation from Jambo Smokey saying, hashtag corn dogs for Tex. And we have a $20 donation from Gallifer saying, Sephie, good luck on the run. Hope you and Nova are having fun at FWA and making good memories.
Hi, Gally.
Hello, Gally. We are having a great time. It's been actually pretty good. This is the first time I've ever been to FWA, so like it's been an experience.
So currently what we're doing is we have to listen to a TV tell me codes, like a MK Ultra thing, which we then need to take around to the clocks and beat them with knuckles until they beat them with electricity until they decide to show the correct time. With each code representing a different house in the Nuketown area. So for example, first A 11 o'clock means I have to go to the yellow house and punch the clock until it says 11 o'clock. Which, speak of the devil, there it is.
Hey.
I'm just curious, do you need the knuckles to do this
You
step?
need the Galva knuckles in order to
Okay.
do it.
Because I know you can like rotate them slowly with the
Yeah, but you still need the Galva knuckles in order to activate the TV.
Ah, okay. I wasn't sure on that one.
So you're 530, so we go to the pyramid device here and put it at 530, which it's currently at. One of the things about it is also Lil Jank. But what speedrun game isn't at least a little jank, right?
True. That's why we love them.
Yeah.
Exactly, so you get it.
Wouldn't be a run if there wasn't a little jank.
All right, and then we go to E House, which is Rushmore again. Well, this is one of the benefits of the run is if you get a crappy gun, Rushmore gives you a free ray gun, which is why I love him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Always appreciated. I
Ye-
mean, ray gun's always good. Can't really complain about it.
Oh, I gotta do a little bit of a jump around since these guys are they're all kind of juiced up right now.
They got the juice.
Yeah, I need to go to 9:45. Come on, there we go.
Oh, yeah, look at that thing.
No.
And it's Pack-a-Punch, so you know
Ooh.
even better.
Dude, I didn't know it was Pack-a-Punch. I thought you only got one of those.
No, you get a free Pack-a-Punch ray gun, and then I need to do
Neat.
C at 4 o'clock.
That
And then
Frozen's
you also get a
familiar.
free Pack-a-Punch gun from here. That's probably one of the best things I could have gotten.
Nice.
Wow.
That's an LMG, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's the Tartar's Veil. It's like one of the lesser quality LMGs, but it's an LMG, so.
It's got a lot of ammo, so
In this case, for those unfamiliar with zombies as well, a Pack-a-Punch gun means an upgraded gun. You get it from a machine called a Pack-a-Punch, and it just one of those things you get usually like later into a map, but yeah. Get one for free is obviously really good to say the least. And in
Yeah.
this case, doing it for free is even better.
free Pack-a-Punch is always good because those stuff is
Especially with the
expensive.
LMG, my most recent PB was also with this gun, so.
Nice.
It's a sign. Just saying.
Mhm.
But yeah, then on the last one, there will be one house that doesn't have a code. You need at random, you just run. Oh, while I'm talking. See. There we go. Anyways, there's one house that will not be given a code on the TV. You have to go to that house and punch it with the Galva knuckles, and it'll give you a random code you have to type into the machine. All right, hopefully this next scene goes very nice to me because I'm prone to soft locking on this next area.
Is there
So-
a way to like save state or anything?
Nah, it'll be fine.
All right,
It-
fair enough.
Worst case,
We
it
got
takes
this.
like 3 extra minutes because for some reason, sometimes when you do this, you will not actually. you're trying to find a red Nova Crawler, but sometimes the red Nova Crawler won't spawn until 2 rounds after you do this talk to Rushmore.
Oh, that's fun.
Gotta love RNG spawning. Because sometimes it could be immediate, and the other times it could take like 5 rounds.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite. All right.
Sometimes will happen right now.
When you hear
Oh.
when you hear like a really loud groaning noise, he's typically spawned.
It was
so
worth
you,
a shot.
you just have to run through
Yeah.
the bunker until you hear like a groaning noise, and then that's typically when he shows up. It's kind of loud and annoying. You'll definitely hear it. Nope, not here. There we go. He spawned. He's somewhere on the map now.
Hey.
Not bad. Not bad.
Now the issue is he can sometimes just spawn not in the map, so we have to wait for him to show up. Where's our friend at? Come on, buddy. Where you at? You're embarrassing me. Stop it. You're embarrassing me in front of the nice people. All right, where is he?
No.
No.
I'll take that. That's not bad. Anyways,
I'll never complain about having max ammo.
there he is.
Hey.
There you go.
So now
What's up, buddy?
now a bunch of zombies will spawn in like a escort mission. Everyone's favorite thing in a shooter game. Basically, what you have to do with him is like to get him to the area quickly is to just he has to be close enough to you to where he doesn't shoot his ranged attack and not close enough to hit you. Because if he does, he'll sit there for like 5 seconds, and that's no fun.
Gotta love escort quests.
Yeah.
On the way, I'm going to talk to another one of our best friends for this run. Well, not really. I actually don't like him because he's mean. This is Adam. He's this game's like peacekeeper robot. Oh, wait, no, I went the wrong way. Whoopsies. Basically, he'll shoot zombies for you.
Oh, nice.
But the issue is we need to escort a zombie that he will shoot later.
Oh. we're
There's a
good.
bug there. Just sometimes the door doesn't open.
Oh, that was the first time I saw it.
It happened to me yesterday, too, when I was... Not yesterday, but the last run I did. But
Yeah.
we
What
did it. We fixed it, so it's all good.
Not a shock that you're
Hooray.
finding new bugs.
I mean, yeah, when you play this as much as the exact same run over and over again, you find some weird stuff.
There's one benefit to Adam is for I'm not sure why, but he does not target the red Nova Crawler, so it's
But
always
he'll tag everything but the red one,
Oh, that's good.
which is why the world record run typically will activate Adam when I did, because it makes it to where he'll be around long enough to help you out with this, and also he'll leave the second you need him to, because you can't actually deactivate him. All right, there we go.
There we go.
You have to take them super far. Oh my gosh. That was
Yep.
so far from where you were.
Yeah, you have to. There's a quicker way to take him, but again, it's just you have to go that way to activate Adam.
That's
Because
valid.
if you do it later, you'll just be sitting here staring at a wall waiting for him to disappear. Which then typically gets annoying because he likes to target the electric crawlers first. Yep.
Boo.
Ah, boom.
So now we go. So now we go this way. Love me some Wind Waker.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm like, wait a minute. So now what we do is we just have to run over here. Just quickly build. This will be my mystery mouse tool. It'll be ready, surprise tool that'll help me later. Then we have to talk to this door.
Hello, door.
There's Marlton, because wouldn't be a Nuketown remake without him. There we go.
Chucks it out the door.
I mean, yeah. I don't know, man. If you saw living mannequins,
You know what? Fair enough. I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
did you see a living mannequin with a loaded firearm? All right. Well, this is the reason right here why we needed him to we need him to go away. Because we need to have a electric crawler shoot us, which is hard to do when there's a mannequin shooting the crawlers.
Indeed.
So now we just have to wait for him to vanish, which I think he should any second now, right? Maybe? There he goes. Bye, Adam.
Goodbye, Adam.
He
Love
slumped.
how he just kind of like ragdolls in front of it.
Just a little goofy.
Yeah. Zombies games have some funny ragdolls, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we need one of those guys to jump down here. There we go. He's so mean to me. What did I do wrong? Hold on, I gotta go out here for a second.
So I want to ask this for a little bit, but top of his category here, it says no elixir. What do elixirs do in this game?
So basically, like they're like a continuation of the gobblegum mechanic from Black Ops 3, which will be like you get a random gobblegum and it can give you some really stupid broken abilities. Like you can either just be invisible from zombies for like 30 seconds. It'll give you all the perks in the map, you know, stuff like that. Fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
They're all really good.
This is just like doing it like this is just like classic mode, I guess is what you could call it if you didn't want to call it like no elixirs.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
All right, now the fun part starts of I have to go gambling. Woo! Like on a pack-punch gun, so you just have to gamble until you get it, because it's like a 1 in 4 chance, I think. But with me, it's like 1 in 100.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, dang it.
I was waiting.
People are either useful or they are not.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, dang it.
I'm also trying to not kill this guy because typically your first shot out of a repacked gun is
Bad.
Third try.
could have definitely been worse. There we go. See, there we go. Or guarantee you a proc whenever the first time you shoot it out of the machine.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Same way in everyone that has repacking, I think, unless
Makes-
it's like a non-Treyarch game. But anyways,
Makes sense, because it lets you test it out, see if you actually like it or if it's actually useful.
all right, we got a break round if you want to say have any announcements to say.
Do we have time for another donation?
Go for it.
A raccoon emoji donates $100 to Austin Found Youth.
That's what I'm talking
saying,
about.
Shout out to a certain birthday yacht. I can't think of a better gift than being immortalized in a BG3 world record. Yes, indeed, it is my birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
Specifically
Happy
today.
birthday.
Hello. That was specifically donated towards the Name the Character bid war for Baldur's Gate, and the name suggested was Long Long Man, which is a bit of a meme.
I love that commercial.
among
So
some
that
friends
commercial's
of mine.
great. Okay, I'm gonna take a little detour real quick and just grab this perk while I'm here. Cannot be too safe. I'm getting too far into my run. I usually die here.
Which one's that? The quick revive?
Bro was
Ignore that. Anyway,
Bro was thirsty.
would you be? I mean, you'd be too. He was dead for like an eternity.
You know what? Fair enough. The first thing I want is a nice cold one.
0, 4, 5, 6.
What do you get when you combine the undead with poison gas? Well, a major pain in my ass for starters.
One of my bits I wanted to do for this was after we did our little briefing for the runners thing, someone made a joke of saying you should get like a bike horn or something anytime someone swears, and I was like, now I really want to get one of those. Because that's why I usually have like a party blower at my house just for like bit jokes and stuff like that.
That was really funny, honestly.
Yeah, I would have brought it, but you know, I'm wearing a giant carpet and that took up like my entire suitcase.
That's completely valid.
Hey, we're getting a little spooky here. Goodbye, fellas.
What we're doing right here, like
We're gambling for brain rot procs because I needed this code, which is 1076.
All right.
because we have to put those in order to in order to open new worlds, in the words of Rushmore, because he needs a lot more knowledge. Because currently we're trying to figure out what happened here. That's the whole story of this map.
I still find it funny that you don't actually need to upgrade any of the ray guns to do the full Easter egg. Because there are 4 other wonder weapons technically in this where you customize the ray gun Mark II.
And they all suck.
Exactly. Each of them are different.
All right, so we've opened new worlds. I say that because I don't know what that means, so we're just going off of what he says. Let's believe the supercomputer.
Yeah.
Always believe in technology.
Yay, technology.
And now we're protecting the American dream. We're gonna grab all these things. Just kidding. We're just gonna save the computer.
Please hurry! I have too much to live for! Give me liberty or... never mind. Just switch on the power.
It's a complete 180. I love that.
Self-preservation for the win. Please save me.
No monologue, just save me.
He's like, oh, forget it. So right now we're going around to the power boxes because all the power boxes have shorted out, and we have to put them in a specific order in order to turn the power back on before Rushmore dies.
We have time for some more donations.
Yeah, go for it.
Corgiba donates $25 to Lost Found Youth, saying Zoom Zoom with the name Corn Dog to the Name the Character incentive for Baldur's Gate, which is coming up next. Also, World Weaver donates $25, saying you guys are awesome with the name Weaver. And Clam Thief donates $10, saying an otter's birthday is today. Well, this is a real exclamation point steal of an occasion. Ooh woo.
And then the last one's right here.
The doctor is already...
Typically, there's always 2 that will be automatically set to what they're supposed to be. I got unlucky, and both of the ones I checked happened to be ones that were up. Usually, it's you just want to run through like your normal route and hope that the 2 that you don't check are the ones that are correct, because there's not really a real way to indicate that. I will say, this has honestly gone a lot better than usual, so I'll definitely take it.
Heck yeah.
Famous last words.
True. We still haven't gotten to the hard part.
Oh no.
There's I keep saying that because I'm like, oh, wait, no, this is the hardest one. Oh, wait. I usually be prepared because, again, the harder it gets, usually, you know, you'll have your perks and everything like that.
You'll be more prepared and set up for it.
Because for as long as I'm prepared.
I didn't mention a boss early on to this, right? I assume that's the hard part, right?
Yeah, so the boss is very janky in the sense that what he'll do is it's basically a lockdown in the bunker, which that already sounds miserable, but he shoots you for half your health bar, which isn't the hard part. What will happen is, hold on, I'm gonna wait for this to finish because he's very loud.
That is an entire wall of text.
Yeah.
He's already given up on his goofy little monologue, so.
Someone very important to humanity's future, but you must repair the unit to free him. The spirit is 76.
Ah, the old ghost in the machine, is it? Interesting.
Okay, I do not go down here. But yeah, so, where was I? Oh yeah, so the boss fight, occasionally he'll like make like a charging noise, like a buzzing, like a very loud buzzing noise. And usually you can hear it, but sometimes you can't. But if you get hit by it, you just die. Game over.
Oh. I see.
The reason I said that you can dodge it is because you can either like run out of the way of it, or you can just block it with the shield by like turning really fast, which is typically why I have my sensitivity so high. Because like if I'm stuck, I can just sweep behind me.
And now we got a lockdown with some pretty proven tunes.
Double
Yeah, currently we're trying to save a guy that's trapped in a mannequin. And by doing that, we have to take body parts off of other mannequins.
I see.
And in Call of Duty fashion, you have to do that by killing zombies.
In a locked location.
See, exactly. Somebody gets it.
Yeah.
Don't stop now. You've got a useful arm there. Keep gathering parts.
And the only issue is you have to do it in like a specific order,
Don't
typically.
think this is how to build a
But
robot, but what the heck?
in my
I'm having
like
fun.
over 200 runs of this game, usually it's the first one will always be either at the greenhouse or yellow house, and then the look at that.
Not bad. I think this is the worst of the locations to survive in.
And it'll be fine. I got a machine gun.
This is true.
Yeah, the level is very good for surviving here. But the insta-kill will help. That's for sure.
I'm gonna say that's a pretty good one to get
Yeah.
specifically for this one.
This game is also known for being very broken in the sense that the perks that you can give yourself are very stupid. Because Treyarch tried to get rid of the crutch perks by getting rid of things like double tap and speed cola, and then they made Dying Wish. So like, were they being honest?
What does Dying Wish do again?
It's a chargeable perk that, and when it's fully charged, if you take fatal damage, you'll become invincible for like 5 seconds and then just not die.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so getting rid of the fast reload is not that bad, actually.
And is this the cause that introduced the quick revive being faster health regen, or is that not so?
Yeah, that's why I quick revive on my bar.
Okay, I was curious.
It just makes, again, going fast a little bit easier because you can take more risks because you're more likely to be healing instead of in a 6-second interval.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do I go through a list of perks you have right now as well?
So I have stamina up, does exactly what you think it does. It speeds me up, it gives me more stamina, lets me run longer. I have quick revive, which doubles my healing regeneration in this game. Usually it's a self-revive, but they removed that in this game. Dying Wish, I already explained that one. And then we have Winter's Wail, which when you take damage, you will emit like you'll emit like an ice beam around you. Like a better example, if you play Black Ops 3, it's Widow's Wine, but with a different name.
Something makes me pretty consistent then.
It gives you time. I think that's the best way to say it.
Yeah.
To get out of sticky situations and all that.
And then in this game, if you manage to get all 4 perks, your whatever perks in your 4th category gains special bonuses and stuff like that, depending on what it is. Doesn't matter what the original 3 are, it just has to be for all 4 perks selected.
Usually like the world record runs stamina up in the last slot, but that guy is a lot more confident in his skills than I am. Because the difference with stamina up is if you put it in the modifier slot, it'll give you infinite sprint, but you also don't get the faster reload that all of the other ones give you. That's why you see I've been reloading pretty fast.
Oh, that actually does sound pretty nice. And then I believe for Winter's Wail, it's
one extra charge, but also whenever you get hit, it'll constantly emit the beam instead of just one burst.
Ah, I see. You know, that is really nice having
This is Rushmore.
a slow.
Remember me? My new allies and I have.
All right, while he's talking, I am going to go finish pack-a-punching my gun. If y'all have any more announcements you'd like to say, this is probably a good time to do it.
Of course. If you are a speedrunner who wasn't able to join us in person for this event, you won't have to wait long for our next online marathon. Fastest Furs Fall Fest 2025 will be returning on October 9th through 12th, with game submissions opening on August 1st. We hope to see you there, and remember, you do not have to be a furry to participate in our events.
Have our paths crossed?
As head games
Or
me,
did
please
you meet
submit to
some
that.
of my
Thank you.
former associates at Group 935?
All I know is that these intruders
I'd love to see
want
what you have
access
cooking.
to the American pyramid device.
I'm here for the elemental shard. I've had enough of pyramid devices. Dankeschön.
I have been testing them on our core values.
All right, so now we have to find a thing called the elemental orb, which it'll spawn in either the greenhouse, the yellow house, or in the bunker. It's completely random, so usually I just stand here and pray that I get it right, because it's very janky if I get it right, because it'll just magically spawn here, and all this stuff will just instantly move.
Intruders. Oh,
It's very funny.
guests, please locate a secret project of mine. The elemental orb.
I
Aww.
was trapped in
pain.
a zombie body once. I
Unfortunate.
imagine trapped
Oh
in
well,
a robot
it's no
isn't
big deal.
much better.
I think it might be downstairs, so I'm gonna have to go down to the bunker. This is always the tricky part, because another thing is my luck is I'll usually find it in the last one, so it should be down here if I recall. Yep, here we go. Another escort mission.
Because one was not enough.
True.
Well, at least this one you can't kill by
Yeah.
accident.
The only issue with this one is that you have to be very close to it or it disappears. It likes to go out of bounds into areas that you have to run really fast to it, or else it will disappear on you. Because it's very unforgiving. Because then this was around the time that the person that was running the zombies games liked to do very janky stuff, like in terms of like Easter egg steps. If you know about Blood of the Dead, you know. So yeah, this is just me like having to watch it, because if I look away for it a sec, because it likes to juke me out.
I think if you miss it, you have to wait a round, or is it a couple rounds?
You have to wait you have to wait a full round, and then you have to find it again, and it'll be in one of like the 4 locations again. So you have to go looking for it again.
Okay.
So there it goes again.
It's really weaving everywhere right now.
Yeah, it's trying to juke it.
They could have just not taken that path. They could have just gone straight over here, but okay.
The Lakers are calling.
I'm a little worried about how light this gun is getting.
Oh yeah, I should probably stop touching that gun then. I'm not really worrying about the zombies much right now, just because of the fact that they're about to disappear anyway, because we're getting to the point where we're getting to the boss fight.
Oh, baby.
Yep, we're basically in the home stretch right now, so we should be doing pretty good. How's my
Right.
time looking, by the way?
Looking like 39 minutes or so.
Not bad. I'll take it.
This is Peter. It worked. I'm in the orbit.
Oh, is that person who reassembled their
Explain how
boss?
it feels.
No.
Sure beats
Okay.
that 88.
Basically, again, Peter McCain is one of the runners of the facility. We were trying to find him because for some reason he got trapped in a mannequin.
Better than having arms and
Gotcha,
legs?
gotcha.
Who knew?
If you played World at War, you'll know him as that one guy in Shino Numa in the parachute. But
Oh, yeah, yeah.
again, Black Ops 4 was the game where they like to say, "Hey, remember this?"
I'll never forget what you did.
I don't care. I thought it was neat.
It's kind of cool, honestly.
You proved you understand the physical of value. Report to operations. You know the drill. I just want you to know.
Alrighty.
You unlock access to the APD. The elemental shard is yours.
This is another random part because you just have to hope that enough zombies spawn. And so all the zombies are about to disappear,
I
and they're being replaced with mannequins, which mannequins hit harder and are a lot more tanky.
Release sequence re-engaged. Warning. Life force transfer.
And this is where the music starts to pick up. Where my favorite part, because the music is very good. I like it. So this is probably a good time to do donations, basically until the Avogadro comes out of the pyramid. So because afterwards I will require a little bit of quiet time.
All right. A huge thank you to all our staff, runners, and volunteers for helping to make this event possible for the 3rd year in a row. It takes so many people with a variety of talents and skills working together to make our events happen, and we could not do this without each and every one of you. From the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate your efforts this weekend. And thank you to all of you who are joining us in person live at FWA. Woo! You are here supporting Lost and Found Youth. Lost and Found Youth's mission is to end homelessness for all LGBTQ+ youth by providing them with the skills and support needed to live independently. They envision a world where all youth feel safe and supported to live and love authentically. More than 40% of homeless youth identify as LGBTQ+, and this disparity in the homeless youth population continues to grow. It only takes one donation to make a real difference in another person's life. To learn more, type !charity in the chat or visit lnfy.org. All donations are greatly appreciated. Thank you for joining us.
Did you forget to mention the
Everyone say hello to Avocado.
Hello, avocado.
Hello, avocado.
I'm allergic to you.
This
Fun
is the
fact.
guy that caused the issues in the place because he was wanting power or something. I stopped paying attention. I'm gonna be honest. I fell asleep in Zombies History class. But in conclusion, he's the Avogadro. He's God. That's the best way to put it. You can't kill him.
Threat level
the entire boss fight is praying that he doesn't kill you.
Failsafe protocol inactivated.
I believe.
All personnel.
I believe.
This is not a drill.
It gets a little dicey. Nova can confirm over here.
It does get very dicey.
If with like the wrong weapons, but I should be fine. I have a machine gun.
Yeah, so you got better weapons this time.
8,
Another weird bug that happened one time during a run is this entire countdown system wasn't done.
6,
It just immediately opened the doors, and for some reason you could still walk out of it. I think one of my VODs was recording it, but it was very weird, and I wish I could figure out how to recreate it, because that would have been very funny to show off.
I'll be needing more ammo soon. Even if a supercomputer says it's okay.
initiating life force procurement sequence.
Eve is to hasten your own demise.
The first one's always the easiest, just because of the fact that not many zombies spawn on the first one. It gets harder the longer you go on.
Often you experience the ether beam. You are the only one who understands.
The moment now to shut the door for bang bang.
And I don't need more zombies to spawn. There we go.
First the fight.
Warning. Electrical surge in storage reaching unsafe levels.
Will not stop me.
Initiating life force procurement sequence.
You cannot stand in the way of destiny.
We have time for a quick announcement.
Yeah, go for it.
Yes, I would just like to remind everyone that Baldur's Gate is coming up next, and there is an open incentive for that one to name the character. So if you would like to have your chance to name the file, then your window is rapidly closing. So please consider making a donation towards naming the Baldur's Gate character. Thank you.
We need corn dog.
Yeah, corn dog, let's get it.
It's also 20 characters long, so like you can meme a lot with 20 like different layers, different characters in it.
Ooh, that's not good.
A lot of potential.
So much potential. Quick corn dog almost 3 times. Almost.
Oh no, he's doing the thing. Hold on.
Almost.
Alright, we're good. I can get out of there before he does it.
Electrical surge in lounge reaching unsafe levels. Initiating life force procurement sequence.
Predictable and pathetic.
Usually there's a lot more that spawn during this, so I'm just hoping that they could the longer I'm out of this room, the better, because there's... You'd think that that other room would be a lot harder, but this one's difficult because there's only like... Oh. Yep, there we go. That's the thing. That's the insta-kill mechanic I was talking about. Oof. Thank you, Dying Wish. Woo! he heard me making fun of him, so he's like, oh, hold on. Yep. I'm gonna wait just 1 second, because I learned on my last run when trying to practice for this that you can apparently fail this section if you don't get enough zombies in time, which was the first I'd ever seen it, and I've run this like at least 212 times according to Live Split. But as long as I stay like just away, as far away from it as possible, we should be done with this in very shortly. Alright, yep. Thank you, shield.
I knew this eye was full.
Man, he's really going for it right now. That's like the second time he's used it in this room.
Oh, jeez.
He really wants you gone.
All right, so we've made the Avogadro vulnerable. Now we just have to chase him, and we have to lure him into back into the pyramid. And then to do the most American thing ever, according to Rushmore, make it someone else's problem.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Really good ragdoll.
Time ends once the cutscene starts, basically, which will be when I grab the elemental shard.
Is now available.
You hear that? We have him now. Go to the central panel to initiate prisoner transport.
This went a lot smoother than I thought it was. I was fully expecting to die more than once.
I'm just as shocked as you are. Everything went way better than expected. Like,
I'll take it.
We take those.
Yeah.
we only had one error, and that was back when you just
Rest easy, my
when you
friends.
failed
Avogadro is now
the
safely contained in a
cleansing.
permanent
I
facility
don't remember
in
what it's called.
Washington State. He's there.
Yeah, the dying on the ventilation
Yeah,
set.
the ventilation. That's the word.
What Americans do. We
Not that.
Hooray for us!
You are now free to take the elemental.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start her for now. Again,
On behalf of the
one of the people I like to thank is, I don't know his name, but because it's in Chinese, but it's the world record holder for this game, because he gave me most of the ideas that I have for this. I would like to thank Yellowback here for letting me do this run on stage, because it was very enjoyable. And the time.
Happy?
I'd like to thank you for convincing me to do it, and I'd like you for asking to be on the couch, even if it was just kind of a weird speed run, I guess.
No, it's cool, honestly.
It's like, I thank all of you for being here. That's appreciated.
We have what we came for.
Again, it was a lot of fun. I genuinely appreciated it.
Absolutely. This is a great time.
Yeah, honestly.
Elemental shard.
Here we go. Well, again,
Hooray
thank you,
for
everybody.
us.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Sephi. Thank
Thank you.
you again for joining us.